We always wanted to keep the standard tea setting, but we wanted it to feel less restrictive in terms of people feeling left out because it's too fancy, too fine dining. So we really wanted to be colorful. Above all else, we wanted it to feel like you're walking into your own garden where there's pops of color, flowers, and it just invites you in.
It's been wonderful to see repeat customers who want to try a different theme come and try something new. It has been wild. I think we've filled every tea service so far. Mixed berry trifle with a brown sugar whipped cream. We are always servers at every single tea. And we're also, because we're really involved in every process, we can answer most questions too when it comes to the food or the grand opening of the restaurant or things like that. And I think people have appreciated getting FaceTime, with us in a comfortable environment. And we want it to be kid-friendly too. I know sometimes it's hard to take even younger children to tea services, so we always have a special children's menu available at every tea.
So we grew up in the area, we loved Nini's, we loved the community aspect. That is our main point, is we really loved how everyone could come together and knew one another. When we saw that it was gonna close, our hearts were broken. We kept driving by, being like, are you open yet? And then the for sale sign went up and our hearts broke. For some reason, I just didn't wanna lose it. I didn't wanna lose the community, so I said to Sarah, can we make this happen? So when this became even more of a possibility, names were, what should we call it? I immediately knew, because my nieces and nephew call our mom Kiki, that it would just fit perfectly. We hoped that people would understand it was a new business, but at the same time, also realize that we love Nini's and we didn't want it to be, in a spiritual way, anything but what it was.
An ode to Nini.
Yeah, exactly. Our main goal was to utilize the space in as many different ways as possible. One thing that Nini's was known for was their weekend brunch. That is still something that's up and coming when we are able to fully open, but we want to hold weekend brunches with kind of a special menu.
Yes.
And then on the day-to-day basis, it's going to be very much like a cafe. So soup, salad, sandwiches with my sister's amazing pastries.
Big pastry case, probably.
Yes, exactly. Afternoon tea was always on the docket for something we wanted to do, at least a couple times a week.
We definitely knew we didn't want to just have tea sandwiches and a regular tea service. We do have kind of a classic menu we like to serve. Every so often, we serve very different savories. There's usually a quiche and a vol au vent, which is a puff pastry shell with a filling of some kind. So we try to keep things exciting in that way. But one thing, for some reason, we've always been passionate about our themes. To have themed afternoon teas has been really fun. I did the pastry track and Jacob did the cuisine track while we were there. And so we were bringing home, like I was bringing home dessert, Jacob was bringing home, stewed rabbit for dinner. It was an amazing time.
Sarah started her own pastry business and I went back, finished college, went back to Cordon Bleu, finished out the program, and then came back, and we've been working together ever since.
We're really good friends. We're fantastic friends.
Yes,
and we work well in the
else.
kitchen.
Yeah.
And when it's high stress like that, it's nice to have a partner that you so easily mesh with.
Yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
if something goes wrong and the other is somehow always has a calm mind. Well, we're fixing it.
Yes, that is true. We always are there to help each other, fix each other's mistakes. It's great.
A couple of times now where we've had a guest walk in and we're taking them to their table, and someone else would pop up and they would know each other, but they didn't know they were coming on the same day. And that's kind of the community meeting that is so special. And suddenly this has become a gathering spot.
And that's always been our goal, even when we are able to fully open, is to make it a place where people can come, hang out, know us. We want to, chat with you, but also chat with each other and bring back that community. Just being able to have people in the space means the world to us. Opening has been taking its time, and so being able to do these is why we're here.